Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome to another episode of 94 Pete Podcast. Your boy Big Zeke in the building. Here with my brother Dre. What's going on?
What's good, people?
I'm also here with Kesey.
All right.
What's good,
So,
people?
how was your week, brother?
You mother.
You didn't say nothing.
Y'all want to start the show out like this?
Oh my!
Do y'all want to start? Do y'all want to start the show like this?
No, you didn't say nothing.
You didn't say nothing.
Can I get a chance to get my words out?
Okay, let's start
All
over.
right,
Let's
all
start over.
right.
Let's
No,
start
we're
over.
not starting over.
Hold on.
We
No.
ain't starting over.
Go ahead.
If you think I'm going to start and say everything I had to say before.
Ladies and
good?
gentlemen,
What's
boys
good,
and
guys?
girls,
What's good,
cats
good
and
people?
dogs, welcome to another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke. I'm here with my brother Dre. What's good people? I'm in the building. Here with my brother Keith.
What's good people? Y'all is no good. I don't even know why I hang out. I don't even know why I hang out with y'all.
I just
I'm trying to figure that out. Every time we get together, I'm trying to figure out why are y'all my friends.
Because you ain't got nobody else.
Hey,
hey, let me tell
Sorry.
you
if
something.
that's what you thought,
Oh, bye. Sorry.
I
I apologize.
asked myself the same thing, but I was like, you know what? This is why we see each
these
other
ain't
like
my real
one.
friends. Good people's out there. Y'all my real peoples.
You know, that's why,
Kesey is holding
this
auditions
comes
for
with
friends.
us, you know, knowing each other a long time.
Have them?
Clearly, I don't.
What
see what-
time is it, man?
I see what kind of episode this gonna be. So you know who it is.
No, you can definitely say Robert. Who?
Robert, who?
Well,
I just caught that. Like, I done read it 3 times already.
you know who Robert Williams is.
I really
Okay,
don't.
come on, Dad.
I will say this: he's not a marquee name guy, but he's a important part of their rotation,
Mm.
and that's
Who's rotation?
Well,
the Boston Celtics.
Not anymore.
Robert Williams.
Yes,
Not anymore. Oh my. So
Robert Williams, number 44.
injury report: Boston Celtics. Robert Williams
Still
Look
doesn't
him
ring a
up.
bell.
has his
Look him up.
third torn meniscus in his left knee. He is out 4 to 6 weeks, likely missing the playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers are without Evan Mobley. He has an ankle injury. He is out for the next 3 games. Dallas Mavericks. Speaking of Dallas, Zeke,
Mhm.
your boy is a whiner.
Oh,
Luka.
Luka.
a little
Oh my God. He made Kobe look nice with all. Listen, we were at the game today, and every single time, every whistle, Luka complained to the referees.
Every time he touched the ball, he complained.
Bruh, it was
bit.
bad.
I will say this. This is what I'll say about Luka.
It was bad. Even
And
before you go,
ahead.
even the Dallas fans in our section was like, dude, come on, really? Bruh,
like,
it
dude,
was exhausting.
I said, shut up, man, and play ball. And everybody in the area was like, exactly.
dude,
Dude,
it
he
was
cried the whole game from the tip off. As soon as he touched the ball, he was
yes.
looking at the refs like this with his hands up.
Yes. It was unfortunate, and it made me really not be a Luka fan anymore. But go ahead and say what you was going to say about Luka so I can finish the injury report.
No, I was just gonna say that I know Luka does. He tends to cry a lot. I think the culture of basketball is one of those things where a lot of people tend to cry, and so
Superstars.
superstars mostly.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things where I kind of don't pay attention to. Luka is one of those guys who kind of like separates himself because he does it almost every call. If it's not
Every
every
play.
call or every other call, it's something.
Every
So
play of the game, he's doing it. Not every
Yeah.
call. Every play.
especially when he's going in the paint and getting touched, and
Like,
he's
dude,
like,
this is a man's game. What do you think this is?
Bruh,
Yeah,
he
I get
airballed a 3-pointer, and Middleton wasn't even near him, and he cried. Like, bruh, come on.
And
Lucas.
they showed it on the Jumbotron, and it showed that Middleton didn't even touch it, and he still cried about the play. Like, he literally got hurt.
It slowed the whole game down. Like the second quarter took like 40 minutes, mainly because dude was crying. So Luka, you have no fans here but Zeke, just so you know. The Dallas Mavericks are without Tim Hardaway Jr. He is out the rest of the season and likely the playoffs. The Golden State Warriors are without Steph Curry. He is out for the rest of the season and potentially the playoffs because that foot injury is more severe than they thought. Thank you, Marcus Smart.
thank you, Dre, for the injury report.
Thank you, Zeke.
No problem.
Get well soon, guys.
Exactly. There you go. Instead of you, Marcus Smart. Anyways, the shoot. Is that not what happened? You gave me an eye like that. Didn't wouldn't happen.
Shout out
Anyway.
to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Where did that come from?
It's real.
Shout out to Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Cody who?
Thank you.
Stone Cold who?
All right, now let's get crazy. Okay.
Wait. We missed one. I'm sorry. You forgot to do the Robert who?
I did already.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Clearly, you wasn't paying attention.
So to start the shoot around,
Oh my!
I kind of want to start it off light. Kevin Durant believes OKC and the Golden State Warriors should retire his jersey.
Oh God.
What are your thoughts?
For what?
What do you mean for what?
Okay, wait. Let me rephrase.
When it's all said and done, I agree. But right now, no.
All said and done?
Yeah.
You think it both?
Yeah.
No. OKC? Yes.
No.
Golden State? No.
No. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, man.
Tell you why.
Oh, go ahead, then, Mister. I know why.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You know what? I want a sound clip in here of ESPN because every time Drake gets getting his Stephen B moment on. Go ahead.
Here's why. Was Ray Allen great for the Milwaukee Bucks? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Casey?
Yes.
Okay. Who now wears Ray Allen's number?
Giannis.
So, Ray Allen left the Bucks
Mhm.
and he left us hanging, whether he got traded or not.
Mhm.
KD left OKC hanging. He joined the team that he couldn't beat. He didn't bring them any championships at all. Oklahoma City owes KD nothing. Neither of those teams should retire his number. Okay?
Okay, man, I'm gonna look at counter this real quick.
Go ahead.
And I know Kesey gonna jump in.
I don't
on
have
this.
no say.
Kesey gonna jump in on this. Who should retire LeBron James jersey?
LeBron James is a transformational player. Okay. Cleveland clearly
He's a
Cle-
what?
he is a transformational player.
And he brought a championship
Okay.
with 3 different franchises.
He left Cleveland and came back. That alone retires his number. Okay. The second team that should retire his number, Miami, should clearly retire his number. He
Okay.
brought them 2 championships and 4 straight appearances to the finals. The Lakers probably won't retire. He shouldn't have his number retired in the Lakers because he won it in the bubble, but he probably will because that's what the Lakers do. They retire numbers of all-time greats, okay? So he'll get his number retired in all 3. But to be fair, 23 should be retired NBA-wide anyway because Mike wore it. So nobody should be wearing 23 anyway. But KD, LeBron, 2 different
LeBron
situations.
didn't wear number 23 in Miami, though.
He went back to it. He
No.
went back to it, didn't he?
No, he
Number
did.
6 the
Number
whole
6,
time.
Did he
whole
do
time.
number 6 the whole time?
Whole
So they
time.
retired number 6, retired 23, and Cleveland, and whatever he's wearing now. Is it 8 or something?
No, it's 23.
Is he wearing 23? I thought he gave it up for someone to wear, or was it AD that gave it up?
AD gave up something for somebody.
That's true. So LeBron, of course, he deserves it. KD, I'm sorry.
So you saying KD deserves no retirement jerseys anywhere?
The team that he wins a ship with can honor him
Is
with
that your only requirement?
That's not my only requirement, but
He
my
won a
thing
ship with
is
Golden State, so Golden State should retire his jersey.
no, they should not, because Golden State would have won it whether he was there or not.
Is that what you think?
That's what I know.
No,
They did it. They did it. They
No,
did
they
it.
went and got KD because they knew they wasn't fit to beat LeBron James. in the playoffs.
I believe
Okay.
so too.
All right. Well, y'all can.
You can call it what you
I
want.
got a blank check for
You
y'all
call it
too.
what you want. We'll sign it, and I'll cash it.
It'll bounce. It'll bounce.
My thing about this because today, you know, we're gonna go into a lot of people like awards and stuff like that. So what is the criteria for this stuff? For me, I believe a championship shouldn't determine whether you get your jersey retired or not.
But he
that's
left
what
them hanging.
Because he left for a better situation. Yes or no? Because if KD would have went to New York, if he'd have went to somewhere different for a better situation, then we wouldn't be saying this. But because he went to Golden State, that's where that comes from.
That's exactly where that comes from.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is he left for a better situation. OKC was not. They had a good squad, but they weren't going to win a championship there.
I disagree. I don't think are you coming on? Are you?
Yeah, there we go. I
Okay.
thought I was.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Because okay, you know me, I love going back to my old school basketball references because
Hey, look at old school basketball reference.
I'm saying it works.
That's the EP. That's
So-
the EP.
So if you
Tone, introduce yourself, please.
Everybody know who I am by
I
now.
don't think they really do.
They all in the studio. They know
Okay.
me.
All right, let's get the
It's on my-
beeper.
it's
Let's get
on
the
my
beeper. Let's get the beeper ready.
It's on my page.
Get it ready.
They know who I am. No, but both of y'all, I feel like y'all criteria are wrong. Okay.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
my.
I don't feel like you should have a championship to get your jersey retired.
That's not what I said.
What
That's not what I said.
you did? That was
That is
that
not-
was your main point.
No.
Okay. Let's correct
Let-
it.
let me-
Dre,
let-
what was
your
Dre,
main point?
What was your main point?
My point was KD left his team hanging. That's what I
Okay.
said about OKC.
Mhm.
I said he joined Golden State and they would have won anyway.
Okay.
I said when it comes to KD, they should retire his number where he wins a title.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay,
I didn't say
so-
you had to win a title to get your number retired.
Okay.
But
I didn't say
hold on,
that.
a second.
So-
real quick, Tom. But you keep saying win a title.
No, I get what he's
Him.
saying. No, I get what
Okay.
he's saying now. He
Okay.
cleared it up
All
for
right,
me.
all
I
right.
cleared it up for him. The ones who should care, from Dre's point, should be whoever he wins the title from. But at the end of the day, your jersey should get retired based on how much of an impact you made on that team.
Okay, that was my point.
That's why I say when you go back to old school, Reggie Miller, for an example, didn't have a title, but he's in the Raptors
He should be.
because that's the most impactful player Indiana has ever had.
He stayed.
Hands down.
He
But that
stayed.
was during the era of staying. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Gary Payton bounced everywhere,
At the end of his career.
Towards the end
Okay.
of his career.
but there's no Seattle for him to be retired in. So
OKC would do it.
OKC would do it if they wanted to honor that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even though he got his rings elsewhere.
Mhm.
Okay. Technically, Michael could get retired in Washington. Technically. Would you respect that if that happened?
23 should be retired NBA wide.
The number?
The
Yeah.
number. No
Yeah.
one should ever wear 23.
Then Kareem number should get retired worldwide.
Some would say yes. Some would say no.
Wilt should be retired worldwide.
This is
Some would say
valid.
yes.
You
Some
know?
would say no.
I mean, my thing about, because I do agree with you, Tone, because my thing
It's all
was
about the impact. So
Yeah, about the
Miami,
impact.
Miami and Cleveland, for sure, LeBron would be retired in
Easy.
because he made major impacts both directions.
Mhm.
LA is a 50-50. Now, don't get me wrong. Right now, this old man has the whole world on his back right now. But like y'all said before, LA is notorious for honoring their great money-making players.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if they retire the people they supposed to, y'all ain't gonna be able to wear nothing but like 55 double. Can't even wear 00 over there, can you?
They're gonna be wearing 70.
They're gonna be wearing the 90s. Everybody gonna look like linemen.
Right. They retired both of Kobe's numbers.
But see, that's different though.
because he died.
No,
they were. He was
no.
alive.
Kobe has been that
Wasn't
dude.
he alive when they retired his numbers?
Was
But
it?
Kobe
Yeah, he was
still.
alive.
Kobe was that dude in LA,
Kobe is the
and it
Mamba,
goes
man.
back to like Reggie. They never
Right.
left.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta put
Well,
some respect on that name, man.
So
All
I
right, relax,
appreciate what you're
Mamba.
saying, but
I feel-
again, to
Kate
me,
is-
loyalty is important.
See, and
Dre
I get
hate
that, but
KD.
we live
That's
in a
what it
day
comes
and age.
down to.
We've had this episode, this conversation
We have.
many episodes back. Loyalty is not the thing anymore, fam.
So okay, man. Let me just quickly. This is
we,
an old
we,
school.
we have a rare moment right here in Milwaukee with the fact that Giannis not only is here, he wants to stay here. He's moved his family here. His brother goes to school here.
I know,
Like
right?
his
Whole
his
family.
baby mama from here now. Like he's here to stay.
Okay.
Done. You're not gonna get that no more in this day and age, man.
So let me ask you this question. Tom, because you brought up this is the era of loyalty is over. You brought that up numerous of times. Do you feel like because it's over, should we fight for that steal, or should we just be like it is what it is?
Should we
now?
fight for what?
Should we
Fight
fight
for
for teams for players to be loyal?
to be loyal to one team.
Yes.
You should, but
yes.
at the same time, like the front office has to have that mentality to begin with first.
I know. I'm saying as fans.
As fans,
As fans, is it to the point where we're the old men on the house porch, damn kids. So that's what I'm saying because we do
It's-
want the loyalty because Giannis, we want Giannis to stay. He's going to be one of the greatest players in the NBA. So, but I will say if the situation. Because I think the thing about the loyalty is, you stay no matter what. Like Kobe Bryant, Kobe stayed no matter what. He should have asked for a
Well-
trade long time ago. But in this day and age, if we start losing, the front office isn't communicating with you. You like, okay, well, it's obviously time for me to leave because you guys aren't taking my, you guys aren't taking me in consideration when you make these moves. So that's what I mean. Like, should we still be fighting for this, or should we just be like understanding, be like, okay, it is what it is now?
It's a little bit of A, a little bit of B. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Like, we should want to fight for the best players to stay with us so we can build a championship team. I feel like a championship team should only take about 2 to 3 years to build.
Ooh.
About 2 to 3. Okay. Year one, here's your squad. Here's what you can work with. Who's good, who's bad, who works well together. Take those pieces out. Let's put these new pieces in, mesh those together, fix this chemistry right here, then put our future person to come in. Year 3, we should be championship contenders.
But listen, there's teams that have done that though, and it don't work out like that. It never works
Because they
out.
missed the chem. And here's the reason why I say yes and
I'm
no.
gonna tell you, like a couple teams that's done it. Utah.
Oh God, Utah did it.
They're gonna break up after this season.
I mean, they got to make something happen,
It-
some type
and
of move because what you talking
Yeah,
about?
that
They should have been in the championship.
They
caliber.
should.
In fact,
Yeah,
they're
they should.
linking Rudy Gobert to your team.
right. And that's where the no part comes into play at, is because now you have to factor in.
I'm sorry,
We
Dallas.
live in an era now where max contracts are a thing.
Man, like
Like
running water.
because you think about it. Let's go to Dre, let's go to Dre's boy Mike. Mike wasn't getting paid top dollars
He was not.
to ball.
He was not.
He
Until
was
the
not
end of
getting
his
ta-
career.
He was not getting paid because he understood the need to have a great nucleus around him. Like, look, I got these shoes. I'm getting paid. I got these commercials. I'm on Wheaties, fam. I got so much money coming from
Gatorade.
everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me league minimum if it's allowed,
Like
and
Mike.
get these monies to get everybody else. Ain't nobody like that no more.
That's true.
Like my New York Knicks PTSD is because a dude wanted major money. Then when we finally moved something around, we got Stoudemire and we gave him major money.
Ladies and gentlemen, when he refers to dude, he is actually talking about Carmelo Anthony.
So I will not speak that name. That's Keith's
That's-
problem now.
That's how fans relate to him in New York.
That's your-
That's
your-
not my problem.
it's your
That's a Laker problem.
That's your problem now. But either way it goes,
Caused
it's like,
by GM LeBron.
right. But the thing about it is
You always talking shit.
I have to put that. I kind of have to put that fault on Milwaukee because when
Wait,
we
what?
gave Big Dog that big contract,
He ain't been nowhere
It-
since.
it made the league stand up and was like, oh, we can get paid because we had Big Dog, we had a great big three, we had a great team to build around it, but all of a sudden we gotta pay you, bro.
Yeah.
We can't get these pieces to make us a full-blown contender because we ain't got money. So that's where the no comes into play at, because an LA can afford to send as much money out as possible in these big market teams, but
That's
then these
true.
little market teams, we gotta scrap.
Mm.
Look what Milwaukee as a whole had to do in order for us to even get the team we got now. This is the part that the NBA don't talk about because we in the city know about it. Utah can't do that.
That's true.
Mormons ain't got that kind of money just laying around.
Well, I mean,
And-
they can,
We paying for it through taxes.
Right.
Like, so everything that went up.
That's
But
the only reason why we're not complaining about the tax cut, because we actually won last year.
that's true.
So we like, oh, okay, I'll pay this little extra money because we got some chips here.
well, I'll tell you
But
what.
everybody ain't got that freedom like that, man.
Our third max contract scored 9 points today.
That's it.
Another story for another topic, but
Hey,
again, to bring it back home, thanks for your commentary, Tone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out. on all
I'm
the
sure we'll hear from him again at some point because Tone, the thing about Tone, he sit back in the cut, but man, when he hear that one topic, he used to see.
hey,
He be over there,
Tone,
hold
oh
up, bro.
my.
He be over there typing. He be ready. He be trying not to sneak. He be like, come on, man. Just turn your mic on. He be back there. Listen, y'all, you hear his sound bites. Like, dude, turn your mic on. Come to the thing and turn your mic on.
Look, at least I'm getting on the mic now. Okay?
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
give me that much this season, at least I'm getting on the mic.
Thank you. I'll be like, Tone, would you kind of come over here? No, I'm good. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not.
What we didn't ask you, Kesey.
We asked him. Casey was looking at me like, is that what you think? So I stand by my remarks. Okay.
I think OKC should retire his jersey. I don't know about Golden State. No,
Golden
I think
State. I mean, they did something special, man. They won some rings.
they did. I'm not.
So
I'm
I mean, what automatically disqualifies him from that.
I think
Wait a
that.
minute. So let me ask you a question. With Golden State, was he part of the team when they broke the record?
No,
Yes.
That was the year before he
That
came.
was the year before he came.
So that was the year before he
Yes.
came. So that
Yes.
other than so now I gotta agree with Dre. If he wasn't there the year they broke the record to prove that we can do this, he didn't make a big enough impact, in my opinion, that deserves to get retired right away.
Golden State
But
would
they-
have won it without him.
But they didn't win a championship the year they had the best record.
No, I'm just saying, but they proved that they could do it.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing, though.
The
That's
year
why-
they didn't win.
They went and got KD because they knew
They couldn't beat LeBron.
they couldn't beat LeBron James in the
So-
finals no more.
Okay, since we're playing the F game, since you brought it up, if Draymond doesn't get suspended, they lose.
Who?
If J.R. Smith don't do what he do,
You
they
know what?
win.
That's another dude who
I'm just saying.
But
So
I'm
you're
just
saying
like,
F.
if it's a fifth, then we all be drunk.
So
right?
then let's not drink. Let's practice sobriety. Let's practice sobriety then, because y'all need to quit it. Y'all need to quit.
But hold on. But
The thing
LeBron.
Golden State-
But hold on though. LeBron beat them that year. They had the best record though.
no, he did.
So that's why they knew they had the best record in the NBA, and yet we still had to go against this monster in the finals.
And that's why. That's
why they
That's
went
my
and got
thing about
KD.
him not. That's
If
why
y'all,
my thing about him
if y'all
not.
think that,
I
got
think it
got
was-
life
I
support
think
for
it
y'all.
was
You don't
more-
think that?
No.
I don't think Golden State went and got
No.
KD. I think it was more in KD's best interest because during that time, the conversation was always KD, LeBron, but KD always got considered second fiddle because he never had a ring at the time.
Yeah.
So I can sit here and waste all my time and my energy fighting against Golden State, which means that either one of us will make it to the finals and we're too exhausted. And next thing you know it, this dude keeps stacking up rings. Or we could put our differences aside, combine our superpowers together, and take on Thanos.
Yeah, and that's my thing because as much as Dre is fighting this,
Y'all-
when LeBron James gets to the NBA Finals, he's a different kind of guy.
I never said that he wasn't.
So hold on a second, because you're saying Golden State would have won it either way. They had the same team,
I said
But-
Golden State could have won it without KD.
but they didn't.
They didn't.
He didn't know. And
They had a championship
in
without
Dre-
him.
in
If
Dre's
Draymond
defense, they
Green would have
didn't-
played Game 5, the series would have been over. Y'all need to stop.
And
But
if
it
I had
was
a
a game
fifth, I would be drunk right now, but I'm not.
Y'all calm
What are
down.
you
There's a whole-
talking about?
Listen.
There's a whole meeting going
Listen,
on. outside.
You are making an argument sound just
But
ridiculous.
listen though. Hold
Because-
on. Let me
no,
ask
no,
you
no,
something. Hold on,
because
before
you-
you go any further, let me ask you something though.
Look, let's this will end it all right here.
It won't.
KD
We here now.
will get his jersey retired in Golden State
And OKC.
in OKC, but he's
And
not
Brooklyn.
gonna be a top. He will always be like, we can put this person in before him.
Yeah.
Only
Oh, yeah.
because.
But my question is to you though is, you keep talking about if Draymond Green plays Game 5, but they still had home court advantage all the way through Game 7,
But you keep saying
and they still lost to LeBron James in 7 games
I'm-
with a J.R. Smith and a Tristan Thompson who can't even shoot.
I'm saying F.
That's valid.
I'm saying it's not.
Come on, man,
It's
y'all had the best record in NBA history.
Listen, I'm saying F because you keep saying F.
They beat them though.
But you keep saying
It
F.
doesn't matter what you say.
Oh, so
about-
your F matters that can get you
No,
drunk,
I'm not
but
talking about-
mine doesn't.
I don't have an if or why if they beat them. They beat them
Once. What about all the times he lost to Golden State?
twice, right?
And he lost, right?
And he finally got over that hump. And then guess what Golden State said? I'm
Let's-
tired of you being
listen,
over this
man.
hump.
Yeah,
Guess
let's
what
go.
I'm
I'm
gonna do now?
gonna go get
KD?
KD.
Listen,
Draymond went and recruited KD.
listen. Kyrie Irving, thank you for the
And then he
three-pointer.
cussed him out at the same time.
Thank you for the three-pointer that helped LeBron beat Golden State. LeBron, thank you for
block.
crying to the refs that Draymond kicked you in the groin to get him suspended to win you the championship. Golden State, thank you for getting Kevin Durant to secure
let me
that
ask you
you're
a
going to
question.
win the championship. Kawhi Leonard, thank you so much for shooting the three that got you in the finals, that won you the ring without Kevin Durant. Okay. OKC, thank you for breaking up the franchise that couldn't win with Kevin Durant.
You gonna keep going down the list?
I'm going to keep going down the list because you all keep talking about if.
The if comes in because like your if is if he didn't get kicked in the balls, if he didn't do this. But Golden State lost to LeBron.
Once.
Yeah, okay, they lost to LeBron, but they lost though. Yes or no?
Clearly.
When they
Yes.
had the
Okay,
league
hold on a
best
second.
record.
Hold on a second, Kesey. So what happened with that? That was an event. What was the counter event?
They signed KD.
That's all we saying.
But no, that's not what you're
That's
saying.
it. That's
No,
it.
it's not. No, it's not.
You,
First
oh
of
my
all,
God.
Stop
All right.
yelling at me.
listen.
Okay, both of y'all need to go in the
You
corner,
don't
relax. Okay, y'all just calm down.
Because
All right.
you
Y'all just
sound
calm
like
down.
Kesey when
Y'all
we
just calm
talking about
down.
LeBron.
Let's calm down. First of all, okay. Let's settle down here.
All right,
All right, settle
fine.
down.
Okay.
Cue Rico Love, settle down. Y'all remember that song? Cue that song. Settle
Uh-huh.
down. All right. What I'm saying is, Kevin Durant, us saying if LeBron, whatever, if KD hadn't joined. KD, yes, he joined that team, but Golden State didn't go looking for him. He came to Golden State. I want to play with y'all. And all I'm saying, and we can move on from this.
Okay,
All I'm saying,
I want to move on. So go ahead.
all I'm saying is that Golden State chances with or without KD to win the title would have been the same. Yes, they lost the year they were 73-9. I cheered for Cleveland to win. I was happy Cleveland beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad about it because I was salty that they beat the Bulls' record of 72-10.
Mm-hmm.
I was protective of Jordan's legacy.
I mean,
But all I'm saying
you don't
is
wanna
Golden
win.
State, to say that they wouldn't have made it to the dance without KD is a stretch. That's all I'm
Nobody
saying.
said that.
That's basically what
That's
you
not what
No,
they
we
said, that
said-
nobody could get over that. They wasn't going to get over that hump. But
When you
LeBron
listen
no
back
more.
to this tape, you're gonna be like, "Dang, I
No,
didn't say that."
I said they said they're not going to get over this hump of LeBron James unless they get KD. Draymond already said they went after him.
I was just going to
So
say.
what?
That.
And you
They
keep talking
said it.
about, oh, KD said I'm going over there. No,
No,
Draymond
they-
went and got him.
They
They didn't need him.
Oh, they needed him.
They didn't need him.
Oh yeah, they did.
They didn't need him.
They would have never got past
that was in
LeBron without him.
LeBron. That was in LeBron's prime. They needed him. They needed him,
Did you
and
forget they was going
they
against
needed him
LeBron
and
James that
Jesus.
next year in the
And the
finals
fact that-
again?
the fact
So-
that you got me on this LeBron train
Listen,
is
man.
ridiculous.
The only thing that I'll give you with LeBron in the Golden State era is the first year they played when they didn't have Kevin Love and Kyrie. That's the year that maybe LeBron would have beat Golden State. But it was still Kevin Love was a top star at the time.
well, nobody's got-
Kyrie Irving was a top star at the time. So let's not know, because you're making it seem like the world had to go get somebody to stop LeBron when LeBron's been playing next to superstars his whole career after he left Cleveland
Okay,
to
now,
win
now,
titles.
now you moving the goalpost.
To win titles.
We talking about one specific thing.
Well,
Now
I
you
added
moving-
that extra.
I know you
Here
moving
we
the
go.
Is it
Is
goalpost.
true? You can tell.
Is it true?
No,
No.
So LeBron didn't have stars when he won all four of his titles. He didn't have. Okay, then.
All the players he
Yeah,
gets out of their prime.
every player, like you can say, Steph Curry had stars when they get near him.
Drafted.
What does that
Doesn't
mean?
mean they're not stars.
That doesn't mean they ain't stars.
Drafted. Next.
Anyways,
All
When you
right.
build your team to the draft, it's better than joining other superstars to win it. The Bucks' title is respectful because we built mostly through the draft and we signed to smaller type of superstars. We did it with Chris Middleton, we did it with Holiday, and nobody gave us a chance to do it.
I want to go into this, but I'm not going to.
Go.
Because
Go.
as far as you talking about Kevin Love, yes, he was a star in his own realm.
He was a walking double-double.
I said a star.
He was
Never-
an all-star Zeke.
I said a star.
Add the super to it.
He wasn't no superstar. He was a star.
exactly.
Chris,
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. He was a star. Hold on a second. And then Kyrie was young, second, third year. So when you talking about
that's a
hold
lie.
on,
That's a
what
lie.
took these? Hold on. When you talking about what took these guys to the next level after they came to Cleveland, after they became this quote unquote super team. The only super team that LeBron was on was in Miami because Chris Bosh and D Wade was superstars. For 7 years,
The one-
they were superstars. You talking about getting young guys? Oh, they had potential.
Kevin Love couldn't even get in the playoffs in Minnesota.
But
All
he-
he could do was get you a double-double.
He was
That's
in the
it.
West.
But
He was
that's
in the
it.
West.
So what?
He was no.
So what?
No.
No, he was.
If you're a superstar, you get your team over that hump.
Superstars, and we talked about this too. Superstars, you're on another level. Oh,
When, so
you're
you're
on another level.
So when he went back to Cleveland
Uh-huh.
with Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, all in their primes, Cleveland wasn't considered the super team.
No.
Kyrie wasn't a superstar when he played Nick.
No,
Okay.
he was a
Okay.
superstar after the finals. That's what
Okay.
made him a superstar
Okay.
after the finals.
Okay. Go ahead.
They knew
Thank you.
they knew he was good. No
Okay.
doubt about that. You're right. You're correct. They were good. But when they played with LeBron, that's what took them to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what got them paid.
Oh, I'm not denying that because Cleveland was a lottery team until he came back. He was a lottery team.
Good about that mother.
I'm arguing that you give LeBron James a pass on everything.
I'm not giving him a pass.
This whole discussion was a pass about LeBron. F this,
G.
F that.
This-
Was it a pass about LeBron?
No, this was Dre.
This was all about
This
KD.
is Dre clearly not liking KD. That's what this is about.
I don't dislike KD.
KD don't deserve no jersey
I
retirement.
didn't say that.
He's only
I
played
didn't
for
say
3
that.
He only played for 3 teams. So who does he deserve his jersey retired to?
The team that he can deliver a championship to.
He got a
Sound
championship.
like Golden State
He
did.
didn't deliver it to them, though.
Who hit the shot over LeBron to win that series?
It doesn't matter. He played next to two top.
Oh my God!
No, we moving. We're moving on. We're moving on. We are moving on.
He played
This
next
is
to two
ridiculous.
top 10 players.
This
They're
mother,
not no top 10 players.
this
Wait,
mother- this
wait.
motherfucker had just
Wait,
hold on.
Wait,
This
back.
motherfucker had just got us all fired up off of something that could have been discussed in 33 seconds.
Wait a minute. So Klay Thompson wasn't a top 10 player when KD played next to him?
Top 10?
No,
No.
he wasn't top 10.
He's not a top 10 player now.
Steph Curry wasn't a top 10 player when he played next to him? Yeah.
Steph is,
Bottom.
but he at the very bottom of it, though.
He number 10.
Sound
He was
off.
number
That year, it was a lot of players still good.
94 Feet Nation, sound off.
What?
Did KD play next to two top 10 players when he played for Golden State? Leave it to us in the
Top
comments.
10?
Steph Curry, when KD joined him, was top 5.
No.
No.
What?
He was just coming into who he
no,
is now.
he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Dude, this was just 2 years ago. You acting like
That
Steph
was
is a
not 2 years
rookie.
It was
That was
not 2
5 years ago, bro.
It was like 5 years ago.
Dude,
That was
listen.
5 years ago. Don't forget the Bucks won a championship.
73,
Hold on. Don't forget the Bucks won a championship last year, and we had a 2-year
Listen.
pandemic.
The 73-9 season was 15-16.
Okay.
KD played 17-18.
Okay.
He played 18-19. He
Okay.
played 19-20,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was just 2-3 years ago. So you're telling me that 3-4 years ago, Steph Curry wasn't a top 10 player.
No. All right. Thank you very much. So we are going to now
my.
move we're going to now move forward.
Tone, you missed a good point to do you're patting them oh my there.
What's I going to say? Oh,
Shout out
so
to Sherman Phoenix.
we're going to move on to a video I wanted to play.
Steph is
About some
an
conversation.
all-time great. No, I'm done.
So we're going to move on to this video I want to play and then get your guys' thoughts.
This is about as bad as him saying Michael
The
Jordan didn't even
2020
actually play for the
playoffs.
Wizards.
Do you remember what the Lakers did to the West? Gentlemen sweep, gentlemen sweep, gentlemen sweep all the way to the finals. That's what Milwaukee's about to do to the East. These NBA playoffs are going to be wildly competitive across both conferences, up and down the board, except for series involving Milwaukee, because they're going to crush everyone. They have championship DNA, not fake championship DNA like the team in Brooklyn. They have the best player in the world, not the pretend best player in the world like the team in Denver. They have a supporting cast that knows exactly what they're supposed to do, and they never blink. So no one in the East can throw a scare in Milwaukee. In the West, we will see what happens in the finals. But I do not think we are getting to a game 6 involving the Bucks, and I know we're not getting to a game 7.
So my question for you guys:
Can you
who
tell?
do you
Can you tell the people who the commentator was?
Oh, so that commentator was Nick Wright for I think it's The Herd. They're on like Fox 6 or something like that.
Mhm.
But he does their basketball commentating.
Fox
Yeah.
Sports, you mean?
Same thing.
It's a difference.
Oh,
Fox 6 is
boy.
biased because they're in Milwaukee.
Oh,
Fox
All right.
Sports is a national
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
all right, fine. Fox Sports.
See, I was gonna have your back, but you didn't have mine with that whole LeBron thing.
You a dirty dog, man.
But I guess my question for you guys is like his thoughts on the video is like, who is Milwaukee's probably biggest challenge? Like, do you agree with this wholeheartedly, or do you find like Milwaukee's going to have some challenges going to the final?
I'm gonna let Kesey go
Ooh, I like
first,
that
but I
one.
want to say this: the commentator that we heard from has traditionally been a pro Milwaukee fan because he doesn't think Aaron Rodgers can do no wrong. You know, he is a Aaron Rodgers freaking.
Is it?
If you put him and Skip in the room, it would be a cat fight because they would fight over who's right and who's wrong. I just want to say that, but I want to hear what Kesey has to say because both of us attended Bucks games this weekend, and we didn't like what we seen.
Okay, yesterday, I mean Friday night, the Bucks didn't have not one starter play.
Not
Yeah,
one.
Not one.
That was a throwaway game.
That was
to
a
be
throwaway
honest.
game. Yep.
Yeah.
Today, Middleton was off. He was just off from tip off.
Every time they lose, I look at his stats. I'm like, okay, that's why we lost.
From tip off, he was off. So I
didn't leave the podcast to say hi to her. Go ahead.
But yeah, nobody. I'm gonna have to agree with Nick. I don't see anybody in the East that's gonna give the Bucks a problem.
So you see it. You saying no game sevens, no. He said no game sixes.
I can see maybe a game 6, maybe one.
Now, before Tone just walked out, he said Milwaukee's biggest problem is going to be Milwaukee. I think me and you kind of usually agree on this. Like we always make it hard. Like even last year, I think who took us to 6? Atlanta took us to 6.
Everybody took us to 6.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Except Miami.
Okay, so
We swept Miami.
Did we sweep them?
We
Did they
swept-
won one game? Didn't they?
We swept Miami 4-0. Second round, we played Brooklyn. We went 7. Third round,
no,
yes.
Atlanta.
No, we
We got
played
Atlanta
Atlanta
first.
in the conference finals.
No, we
No, we
didn't.
played
That was
Brooklyn.
played Brooklyn in the conference finals.
We had Brooklyn for second.
We did not.
Yes, we did.
Y'all want to bet?
Yes.
How much?
you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Next month. You sure? Okay. Next month's payment. We're talking about the finals where the Bucks just won the title, right?
Yep.
First round, we played Miami 4-0. Second round, we played Brooklyn, the 7-game series. Third round, Atlanta, because Giannis got hurt and didn't play the final games, and we won the Eastern Conference Championship in 6 games on the back of Chris Middleton. Yes.
I'm waiting for Kesey to look at that.
You don't have to. I just told you. And then we went to the finals, and we played Philly because
No,
Phoenix.
No. We played
Miami 4-0. Brooklyn
4-3.
in the second round, conference finals, Atlanta in
Yeah.
6
Conference finals we did.
on the back of
That was,
Chris
that was
Middleton.
conference finals.
Yes, on the back of Chris Middleton. Yes. Just send $50 over. Just send it over today. Plus, they just send $50 over.
The conference semifinals was
Brooklyn, and we beat them in 7. And we played Atlanta in the
What?
final.
Okay,
in the-
hold on
in
a
the-
second. What that was a semifinal.
because the Hawks beat Philly.
They
Yes.
beat Philly.
Yes.
So
So
that's why I'm definitely not worried about Philly. You
so
can't even get past the Hawks.
what I'll say to this is up until last week, and I shared this with Bro at the game, I was concerned about anybody playing Brooklyn in the first round. Now I'm concerned about anybody playing the Bucks in the first round. Granted, these last 2 games were a little flukish.
It
Don't-
was just
I think
Don't nobody want to see the Bucks in the first
No,
round.
nobody-
I
the Bucks
said
aren't doing anything
because-
to get hurt.
So
I can tell by
I
their play.
agree. So I agree with my man Nick's comments. I don't know about sweeping, but don't nobody want the Bucks in the playoffs right now.
so. Okay, with
Nobody.
that, okay, so let me ask this question then, because he said no game 6s, no game 7s. So who do you think in the Eastern Conference that's not locked in, but who we have so far? Who do you think can take us to that 6 or maybe that 7 game?
Oh, Brooklyn. Brooklyn will push the Bucks
To 7.
to 7.
We'll play 7. If we play Brooklyn, Miami might now
You think so?
if they can figure out their issues from the hiccup they had. But if they can't figure out those issues, they won't even get out the first round.
Yeah, Brooklyn, because we all watched the game last week. It was playoff atmosphere. Okay. Brooklyn, KD. First of all, KD's playing with some really bad ankles right now. That KD's ankles are the person in the room that nobody wants to talk to. They sit on the couch by themselves. Okay, KD ankles, right? We need to make sure that Kyrie can stay healthy. But Brooklyn is a team that will push the Bucks to 7 when they play, or 6 when they play. The Bucks beat them by 1 point, and that's after Chris Middleton got ejected. So what would have happened? What would have happened if KD? That was interesting.
I know, right?
What would have happened if KD would have? If Middleton would have played, we probably would have beat him by like maybe 15 or 20, because Middleton was hot that game before he got ejected. So I like the Bucks to run through the Eastern Conference, but the Eastern Conference finally is good enough to be competitive in the playoffs. I don't see anybody getting swept. Sorry, I don't.
So you saying so pretty much the only team you think is Brooklyn?
I think that Brooklyn's the one that will push us to 7, maybe 6, but I don't see the Bucks just sweeping people because the Eastern Conference is good.
Yeah, I get
The
that.
Eastern Conference is
but
good.
the Bucks is in a whole nother category.
I feel like I will say this before the LA game, because that's who they lost to, and they didn't have no starters. They beat Philly convincingly, and they beat Brooklyn. Even if it wasn't overtime, even if it was about 1 point, they still beat them. So, I mean, with that being said, I kind of feel like the same way, because Brooklyn is that team that they even though they don't play defense, and I think that's one of the reasons why we're different. That's why we can beat Brooklyn, because we play defense and they don't. So, but I guess I do kind of agree with him. But I only think that I guess it gets
you trying not to jinx the Bucks.
No, I'm not trying to drink the Bucks. I'm saying, like, because I don't mind being wrong, but it depends on our seeding. I think it depends on our seeding, because right now it's like the 1 through the 4 seed is still in that, it's separated by 1 or 2 games. So if if the Celtics get that number 2 seed and we end up getting the number 3 seed, I think that's where we at right now.
That's where we're at now. We'll play the Bulls.
We'll play the Bulls,
and we ain't sweeping them either.
I think we're gonna sweep them.
I don't think we are.
I think
because here's why.
I think
We'll beat them, but we exchange too many games.
They'll sweep them.
Watch the game on Tuesday. We play the Bulls on Tuesday. That's a huge game because it has playoff seeding right now.
Yeah. I mean, for the rest of the season, even though we don't want to get hurt, I think every game is probably important. I think, but we trying to go into the playoffs healthy. I think that's probably the most important things. But I also, like I said before, with Brooklyn going into the play-in tournament, that one, what?
Brooklyn clinched the play-in tournament spot.
You sure?
Yeah.
They just lost.
Well, it doesn't matter because it says here, I'm looking at the standings.
They're not, because
it says right here, it says 9-10. They have play-in by it, so they clinched.
The Wizards is the closest to it.
But the Wizards are 34 and 44.
And they 6 games away, and there's not even 6 games left.
So
they got their spot sold up.
They got their spot sold up. The Clippers clinched the play-in spot. The Lakers, if they lose today and San Antonio wins, the Lakers may be out of contention as well. And LeBron did not play today. And from what I hear, the Lakers are about to lose to Denver in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, they're 40 seconds away from another loss.
So
I guess
125, 118 right
dang.
now.
Yeah, but the Bucks are right now in third because they just lost. But between the Heat,
and they have a tough schedule this week.
Yeah, between the Heat and the Celtics, there and even Philadelphia, like all 4 of those spots are always changing.
Yep.
So
1 through the 5, right? Are still really
so we're
close.
looking to play we're looking to play either the Raptors, Chicago, or Cleveland,
and we'll beat all of them.
And so
we'll beat them all. We won't sweep them all, but we'll beat them.
Toronto just got
Toronto might be an issue.
That's our kryptonite. Toronto and Detroit.
I don't want to play Toronto.
I don't want to play. I mean,
again, if they want the smoke, tell them come on. They want that smoke, tell them come on.
I think
I think we
that'll
too
be
peak.
interesting. But I just wanted to.
Here's the thing too about Toronto. Here's why you don't want to play Toronto, because Toronto has those heavy vaccine requirements, and we don't know who on the Bucks has it and who doesn't.
I think everybody vaccinated.
I don't think they are.
We got home court advantage, so we get 4 games at home.
But you still need. Here's what I'll say, so I'm not sounding like too much of a fan. The Bucks' success, first of all, depends on Giannis. That's number one. But number two, we need all of our starters to be competitive.
That's true.
Because today Middleton took a nap and it showed.
Yeah,
Our hot man was Holiday today. Giannis was even off. Luka had 30 and 15.
Where's Luka?
Yeah, but you don't do that on the defending champs. Not with Holiday holding you. He made Holiday look like,
He really didn't. He got most of his stuff off of free throws. He shot about 16, 17 free throws today.
But you don't get assists on free throws, bro.
Man, they were just hitting. You know how that always be with the Bucks. Somebody always hitting shots that don't never hit shots.
Bruh,
Somebody who ain't hit shots all season.
I was
Reggie
just
Bullock
say,
was in New York. He went from the Lakers. He couldn't buy a bucket.
Dan Woody. Bucks had everybody score today like they was in their prime.
I was going to say, Kesey say it all the time. Like the Bucks always got somebody looking like a superstar that ain't a superstar.
Man.
But moving forward, this is what we got a week of the season.
Do you agree with what he said?
Yeah, I agree with what he said. Yeah, I said I agree with what he said.
So you think the Bucks are just gonna run through everybody?
I agree with what you said. Like, I don't think the only team I think that going to give us some serious problem is Brooklyn. But I think Brooklyn's going to give anybody some problems. Mm-hmm. So, in a seven, if it was like playing tournament, then you ain't got nothing coming. But a 7-game series, Brooklyn can be beat.
Let me ask y'all this. Can Brooklyn beat any of the top 4 teams in a 7-game series? Can they beat Miami? Can they beat Boston? Can they beat Milwaukee? Can they beat Philly?
In a 7-game series?
Because they're going to play one of those teams because we keep trading.
I think they can beat.
We keep trading 1 and 3.
I think they can beat the Heat in 6.
No,
Heat in 7, Boston in 7, Philadelphia. That they're not going to beat Philly. They're not going to beat the Bucks. But the Celtics.
I think Brooklyn can beat Philly, bro.
I don't think they can because
I can't wait for the playoffs.
I want to see that. Be honest with you, I want to see that series, and we talked about that with Technical Foul was here. I want to see that series because James Harden, no matter what team he's on, he still will never be James Harden of Houston. Like that's the end of that era. So, and then on top of that, playoffs and all that kind of stuff like that, like his record in the playoff is horrible and so on and so forth. But I don't think the only two things team that can be beat, I think, is Miami and the Celtics. So that's what I think. But moving forward, before we get into like awards, because that's what the main thing I want to kind of get into. I want to talk about the criteria for each award.
Yeah, be specific.
Because okay, let's talk about rookie year, self-explanatory. But I will say, like, what are we taking in consideration? That's what I kind of want to put around on the table. Like, what are you taking in consideration when you talk about when you have your winner for these awards? Like, are you asking? I'm asking. Like, are you taking in the record? Like for rookie of the year, are you taking in the record?
You really can't.
Are you just taking in personal?
For me, it would be the
personal stats. Are you taking in what?
For me, how does your team respond when you're not there? That's the biggest thing for me to help dictate awards. How does your team play if you're not?
Are you talking about rookie of the year? Or are you talking about?
I'm talking about all of them. I think it all matters.
Okay, go ahead.
That's all I'm doing.
Okay,
so that's it.
Casey, what is your criteria when you talk about these awards? Like, what are you looking at? And like, okay, he separates himself.
What award are you talking about?
We're gonna go through
them all. We don't go through them all, but let's say rookie of the year, for instance. What is your criteria? Are you looking at the team record? Are you just looking at individual stats? Are you looking at like Dre said something that was kind of interesting? He just said the way your team responds when you're not there compared to how you when they are. Like for rookie of the year, for instance.
Adjustments from wherever you came from to how you're playing in the league.
Oh, for like college?
Yeah, from college to the NBA, or if you was overseas or whatever he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to know, like, did he make a big enough jump to be considered a rookie of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Because 9 out of 10, if you're the rookie of the year, you ain't on a good team.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. How many rookies do you know be on good teams?
None.
You know what's funny? One this year.
It was Wiseman, right? And he got hurt.
I'm talking about Mobley.
Mobley. Mm-hmm.
Mobley was a rookie, and he got drafted by Cleveland, like number 2 or 3 pick. And nobody expected them to be good, but they were good. I think more
decent. They wasn't good. Come on, man.
And he's not even a top candidate in my opinion.
Exactly.
Really?
Scotty Barnes, Cunningham. I mean, come on. And let's
Cunningham came on late.
but he's still balling.
He came on late. though.
But he's still
Go
balling.
look at Detroit record.
Mobley is been playing good all year.
Mobley's been okay. Barnes has been okay. And here's the thing.
Scotty Barnes has been. He came on. I think Scotty Barnes and Mobley came on very strong and have been continuing that play throughout the year. And they've made impacts on their team.
Here's the thing, though, about the Rookie of the Year candidates.
We're
None-
gonna start there too.
Okay, I was
Bob,
going to say,
but,
none of them really have that great of numbers. Like, if you look at the Rookie of the Year profiles, they are all very mediocre.
what is great numbers to you though?
I would say I would expect Rookie of the Year candidates to at least have points in the 20s.
20s?
21, 22 maybe. And it doesn't have to be 28, 29, but 20s. I mean, low. I mean, if you can get 18 or 19, but, a lot of these rookies, 17, 16, 15,
15.
14.
I think 15 a game is pretty good for a rookie.
You
in the
know,
NBA.
If I had to give it to anybody from me, it would absolutely probably have to go to either Cunningham, as I mentioned, but I'm gonna have to give it to Scotty Barnes. 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He's shooting 49% from the field, and he's on the Raptors. And in my opinion, if you don't have Scotty Barnes, the Raptors don't make the playoffs.
Ooh, this is a big statement.
Well, they're number 6. It's not like they're not a couple games away from playing.
I give you that, Stephen B, but I just feel like
He's contributed to the Raptors' success. And if you don't have him, the Raptors may not be a playoff team. So I'm going to give my Rookie of the Year to Scotty Barnes on the basis that his team is actually in the playoffs. But also, if you look at Mobley from Cleveland, he's balling too. But the edge has to go to Scotty Barnes for me.
who do you got, Keith? You want me to go? I'll give you.
Mobley has played pretty good though.
Yes.
You got to give him credit.
Top 3, in my opinion.
But Scotty Barnes,
Do you want me to give you top 5?
mine is going to be either Scotty Barnes or Cunningham.
Yeah, pick one.
Cunningham,
Yeah.
pick one.
Pick one.
Me, I'm a bigger fan of Cunningham to me, if you ask me.
I thought he was gonna be a bust at first, but he's
me
come.
too.
He's come like after the All-Star break. He's come together. For me, it's Mobley for Cleveland.
His shooting percentage is great too.
Who?
Cunningham.
Oh, is
Compared,
it?
he's 40. He's shooting about 43%.
That was good.
About 43%.
But for me, it's Mobley. Averaging,
Cleveland?
Yeah, for Cleveland, he's averaging 14.9 a game, 8 rebounds, about 2 assists a game. He was drafted number 3. He's leading all rookies with like 20 double doubles this season, tied for 5th for most
That's
by
impressive.
Cleveland's rookie. And I think he is one of the reasons why Cleveland is in the position they're in. I will say that like him playing alongside Jared Allen has probably been the thing that's probably helped him, because you worried about Jared Allen. He kind of gets the putbacks and stuff like that, but he's been consistently all year long. Moving forward, tell me about your friends. Tell me about your friends. Most improved player of the year.
So, go ahead.
Hands down, my man's.
John Morant.
No.
Who?
The kid from Milwaukee.
Oh, Tyler Hero.
No.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole, man. He made a big leap on a top caliber team. That's what you got to look at.
Really?
Memphis is just as good without the Ja as they is with Ja.
Like 19-3.
You know what I'm saying?
Some would
So,
say better. Some would say
I
better.
didn't want to say that, but they just as good. So
The record don't lie.
that's where I'm at with them. Jordan Poole did a great job, man, for where he is and the type of players he around. You made a giant leap that players don't even make like that in 1 year or 2.
So for me, I'm gonna go with John Morant, simply because John Morant became a rookie type of player on a team and that everybody counted out, and he became a superstar overnight. John Morant last season had some highlights, but no one would have thought he come into the superstar talent that he is right now. Now, granted, he's been injured. I hope he can make it back for the playoffs. So this may take it away from him. But to me, Ja Morant is the most improved player. I like Jordan Poole. He held Golden State down without Clay for a long time. I also like Tyler Hero. He's come off the bench and doing some great things for Miami. But if I had a vote, it would go to Morant. Even though he's been out, I got to give it to Ja because
I'm going with Jordan Poole.
Man, Morant has become a superstar overnight. He's a
Ja
household
Morant has
name.
not become a superstar overnight. Ja Morant been doing this for a couple years now.
But he was not
His
getting
stats,
But
anything.
his
he
stats
went-
have improved.
his stats have improved, but that's a good team he on.
That is a
They
good,
had to get
I'll
there.
give you
Without
that.
him though,
They had to get there though, but they're better. Well, yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Okay.
him. I think is because my thing about this is Ja Morant came into the season like, hey, I want to be on the All-Star team. He did that. His like he's leading the league in points in the paint. Points in the paint. Point guard. Anybody did that since Allen Iverson, I think, or Derrick Rose.
he got the ball in his hand 80% of the time when he in the game.
Yeah, but still, that's still something to like. It's still impressive for him to be like 6'3". I think he's like 6'3". He's 6'3".
But he got springs like he's 6'9".
Exactly. So as much as people, saying that they won't last him his whole career, which I think is true, but all his stats, like his field goal percentage has improved, his 3-point percentage has improved. So all those stats have improved from last year. So that's why I kind of feel like I feel the same way Dre do. Like I think he is the guy for.
He reminds me of another Derrick Rose.
Oh yeah,
That's who he reminds me of.
and that's not good.
Because remember how
That's good.
Derrick Rose was that third. This is his third year.
Sometimes being too explosive can cost you your body.
Is this his third year or fourth year?
Who Morant?
This is
Yeah.
third.
This is
This
third
is
year.
third year. That was his second.
No, this is third. That means he would have been a rookie last.
Oh yes, you're right. This is his
Mhm.
third year.
This
You're
is
right.
his
You're
third
right.
year.
Because he won rookie.
He's in that
Okay, yeah.
same category like Derrick Rose was. Derrick Rose came out third year. He was unguardable.
He was.
Unguardable.
And the thing that, well, I'll say this: it was just bad timing for Derrick Rose. I mean, going against the Titan of all Titans.
Yeah, he was just in a bad. He was in a not a bad era, but it was an era that was bad for him at the time.
Yeah, it was
Because
like Karl Malone and Charles Barkley in that Jordan
What is
era
with you
where
and Karl Malone?
He can't stand Karl Malone.
I don't know why he can't.
I can't either though.
No, what is with you and Karl Malone?
I
Out
don't.
of all the great players, you always go to him. You could have said Barkley. You could have said Ewing. You could have said
Man,
Stockton.
I don't know. He the only brother I can't stand that wear boots and cowboy hats. I can see.
Look, man.
anybody else wearing
Besides the off the court
Uh,
stuff, besides the off the court stuff, one of the greatest power forwards ever.
no doubt
but,
about it. No doubt
Um,
about it.
what? Carl who? Nah, son.
but the thing about it, my thing is like just like that, with Derrick Rose, he was in the same thing with the Jordan era. Like great player, they should have won championships, but you're going against the Titan of all Titans. So,
No, I think Derrick Rose body did him in. I think if Derrick Rose would have stayed healthy, he could have been competitive with LeBron. I didn't say beat. You can still
Exactly,
be
that's what I'm saying.
competitive.
Even
The
with
Bulls
the
had a
knees.
nice core.
Yeah, until you came against LeBron.
But we didn't see him long enough to do that. We only see him
They only had it happen
They
twice.
get up. He got eliminated that first year, but then those injuries plagued him. So I don't think we really got to see Derrick Rose's full potential.
And then on top
That's
of that,
just me.
I get what you're saying, but LeBron went from like Cleveland to Miami, so it ain't like he got
Yeah.
less good.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I gotta face this guy. That's why, like
Yeah.
LeBron had the East on lock.
LeBron was a Jordan of his era, where like I got to go through LeBron. to get to the
Exactly.
playoffs.
You gotta go
Especially in
through
the
LeBron.
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
What, 7 straight? Was it 7 straight?
Seven straight. Seven
Finals
straight.
appearance in the East?
Finals appearance.
Yeah. In the East, wasn't it 7 straight?
No,
It was- yeah, it was. It was 4 with Miami.
It was like
No, it was
it
7.
was like 9.
No, it was 7
It was seven.
straight. It was 4 with Miami, and it was 3 with Cleveland. Because after Miami, he went
Yeah.
back to Cleveland. 3 straight years,
No,
right?
Because it was one with Cleveland when the first time around.
I said straight. I'm talking
Oh.
consecutively.
Yeah,
It was 7 straight.
yeah. I
It
think
was,
it was
4
like
with Miami and 3 with Cleveland, right?
no. It was one with Cleveland.
No, I'm talking consecutive. Remember, he left Cleveland to go to Miami.
Yes,
They
after
went to
lost
4 straight and then he went to Cleveland, and they went to 3. So they went to
I guess that-
Cleveland.
yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
They went to Cleveland. They lost that first year because of Kevin Love got injured. Kyrie got injured.
Yeah.
Then they won that second year.
8 straight NBA finals.
8 straight. So 4 with Miami.
4 with Miami and 4 with Cleveland.
They went 4 straight years, and he won.
4 straight with Cleveland before he even made it to Miami, and then came on to Miami. They got 4 straight years, but they won 2 out of the 4.
Mhm,
Mm.
Cleveland, he couldn't get one.
mhm. The
But
first
when-
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
But so yeah, so what were you saying?
We're talking about Derrick Rose.
Oh yeah, well, we was talking about Derrick Rose, but we was talking about John Morant. So yeah, that's where I think he's gonna go. This isn't an outline, but I because I forgot. 6 man of the year.
Now that I'll give
is
to Tyler Hero.
And I don't like him. I'm not gonna lie.
That
I,
I'll give to
I
Tyler
don't like
Hero.
you
him.
get what?
I don't like the guy, but I'll give that to
You
him.
giving him what?
6 man of the year.
6 man of the year.
No,
Hold on a second. Let me just
6 man of the year.
yeah.
Who you giving it to? You so confident in your no?
It ain't Tyler Hero.
Who?
I like what you call it in Utah.
Oh yeah, what you call it? Put up numbers.
Who?
Jordan
Oh,
Clarkson.
I was
Clarkson?
being.
No.
Clarkson is only reason I don't want to give it to Clarkson because he's not having the same kind of year he's having before. Like I think he got it last year, but he's not having the same kind of year he's having before.
Tyler Hero's a
Tyler Hero has stepped up tremendously
He's
for
a
Miami,
runaway.
and I as much as I don't like the cat, I got to give it to him.
He's a runaway, and the sleeper is Kevin Love. A sleeper is Kevin Love because Kevin Love, although he's
Love.
Kevin Love has been very pivotal to Cleveland coming off the bench. You better check his numbers. You better check what he's done for Cleveland. He's not the Kevin Love of 10 years ago. I said a sleeper, but it clearly Tyler Hero's a runaway. Clearly.
I get that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
By a lot. By a lot.
If you think so.
So
I'm already, I didn't won one tonight. You want to go for another? You want to go for one?
Let's do it then.
I'm gonna
Go
hear about
ahead.
this for the rest of my life, dude, by the way.
As long as you pay today, I
Uh,
won't bring it up again.
I doubt that. But on to the next award, we got Coach of the Year.
Mm,
Like when we talked about in the middle of the season,
Mm.
I gave it to Cleveland's coach.
yeah.
I can't think of his name still.
Bickerstaff.
But as the season has gone on, Memphis, I believe, has made probably the biggest noise. From them going from playing tournament to second best record in the league. And I'm talking about without Morant, they're even better.
Yeah.
Their record's even better.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about coaching.
Sure.
So I'll look his name up, but
I'm gonna disagree with you slightly. I'm gonna give it to Monty Williams because Phoenix, they are on the verge of winning close to 65 games.
Mhm.
They've been without their 2 stars multiple times this season. And most teams that make the finals, other than Golden State and wherever LeBron is, they don't always come back being at the top of the conference. Like the Bucks are the champs, and they were in the middle of the conference for a lot this season. Monty Williams is doing something special over there with Phoenix. I don't think they're going to win. I think he's going to lose the title again. I mean, they're not going to be Golden State if Steph comes back.
even if Steph comes back, they're going to be going to
Monty,
If was a fifth,
oh, that's
we
right.
all be drunk.
That's right. New podcast rule. No more F's here. Right. I like Monty Williams, but I think a case could also be made for Eric Spoelstra. This is the most.
what?
Dude, Miami was number 1 for a long time. You got to remember that the record matters with coaching of the year. Record matters.
I'm going with Epic Udubo.
Boston,
Who?
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Boston has.
That's a good one.
They proved me wrong because I talked bad about them at the
Oh, we
beginning.
went
But
in on
remember,
them.
they came back though. They proved you wrong over time. They
I-
weren't always this way.
I'll give you that just because this is his first year coaching there.
He had to find out the identity of that team. It
He
took
did.
them a little time to figure
It
it
took
out.
a long time.
But once they figured it out, look where they at now.
I
They're a tough team.
But I said that
They
though.
lost to Brooklyn.
I said that though.
They
They
lost
just
to
got to
Brooklyn.
figure out where-
Taylor Jenkins, that's his name for the Grizzlies coach.
Yeah. That's what you got?
Yeah, Taylor
Who you got?
Jenkins.
I'm going with Boston's coach. How you say his name? Epe
He used to play. Did he
Neil
play
Long
for us?
boy,
He played
Neil
for
Long
Spurs.
boyfriend.
Okay.
Neil Long boyfriend.
Who boyfriend?
Neil
Neil
Long.
Long.
Neil.
So
You know who Nia
fool.
Long is.
That's his girl.
Yeah.
That's his girl.
Yeah.
So he's winning in my book just for that. But besides that factor,
Nia, you can do better, baby. You can do better.
Casey's bogus, dog.
even
Please
if
stop. I'm kidding. y'all.
even if they didn't make the playoffs, that's Nia
I'm
Long.
going with Monty Williams. I'm going with Monty Williams.
Nia, baby, you can do better.
So these I saved these two for the end because they're probably they're the closest races to me. Defensive player of the year and the MVP. Defensive player of the year, I'm gonna start with that, is very, very close. I think that for the first time ever, it's not an automatic lock for Rudy Gobert.
Nope.
So I'll be interested to see who you guys going with.
I'm going with Giannis. Giannis should win 3 key awards this year. He should win MVP. He should win Defensive Player of the Year, and hopefully he'll get that scoring title because LeBron didn't play today.
Matter of fact, I think that might take him out of contention.
LeBron didn't play today.
He had to play all 5 games for the rest of the season. That might take him out of contention.
So I'm gonna go with Giannis for Defensive Player of the Year, bro. Giannis, listen, man. Giannis' numbers are scary. His numbers are scary.
Let me ask you this question.
If Giannis had a jump shot, bruh.
The fact that he is always improving makes me look at him like I got next.
Bruh.
And some people say he got now, but
Bruh.
I will respect the king and be like, he has next. And the thing about this, and the thing that separates him from KD is he's winning.
He's winning, and he does it on KD doesn't do it on both ends.
He doesn't do it on both
We
ends.
like the guy. He can shoot.
He can shoot.
But he does not play defense at all.
Yeah. So
because Giannis was having his way. We was there.
Giannis was what? Giannis plays circles around him.
And the thing about it is when they came against Brooklyn and he set him up for the 3 to tie the game, he took that shot with confidence. This is the way that Giannis has improved this year. I think this is his first year really stepping up. Like, I got this from 3-point range. I'm not really tripping.
Although he still shouldn't shoot as much as he does.
I think he does. Like, you say that all the time. I still think he does because the fact that he's hitting it, and these ain't no off the backboard. These are all net. My form is good type shot.
Form is better. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Now, for Defensive Player of the Year, he doesn't get my vote for this.
Really?
And he doesn't have my vote for this.
Why? I am appalled.
This because Marcus Smart had said something.
Take your Bucks hat off, man.
What? Hey man, we keep it 100. That threw you off, didn't it?
Keep going.
SpongeBob
is going on here. Nia. Nah, let me stop.
Defensive Player of the Year. I think it is a
You just
guy.
made my man lose his train of thought.
I think it is a guy who can defend all 5 positions.
Who? And that's not Giannis?
I don't know. If you got a handle, you can give Giannis some problems.
Giannis is the Defensive Player of the Year and MVP at the same time.
Again.
Marcus.
In fact, he's going to be the first player to do it twice.
But he's not going to win it. He has that same curse like LeBron, where they expect certain things out of you.
They do.
And like when you're consistent in that, you automatically get bumped a space or 2 below everybody else because everybody expects Giannis to get 25 points and 12 rebounds and 7 assists. That's what Giannis is supposed to do.
Okay,
that's how people think when they see Giannis.
Well,
that's what he's supposed to do.
He is.
But it's not people who do that on the. See what I'm saying? There it is right there.
What?
People like him.
What you mean people like me? If you are...
Ain't that offensive these days?
A little bit.
Was that offensive?
I would have been pissed.
Yeah, people like him.
What I think about that is...
Oh, people like you, bro.
How
would you take that, man?
It's one of those things where, like, you have... I was just to say only when white people say it. People like you. What the? But anyways, what man? Hey, that's just real.
You just slapped the whole table off. The table.
You see that came off his bottle. So here are the guys who have the biggest chances of winning it. Marcus Smart,
That is not a big
Bam.
chance. It's bottom.
Bam,
Bottom.
Mikal Bridges,
Top 3 or 4, maybe. Michael.
Rudy Gobert,
Top 2.
Giannis, and Jared Jackson for Memphis.
Bottom.
Well, he's bottom, but
Bottom.
I'm top 3. Marcus,
No.
Bam,
What? According to you?
no, Mikal
No.
Bridges.
Giannis, Gobert, Bridges. Top 3 is what it should be. It should. The order you just said were very, very honorable mentions, in my opinion.
Because where'd you get that list from?
That's why I said that list
They
is
got
whack.
these are the odds.
Vegas?
Vegas.
Well, Vegas is smoking a lot. They smoke too much because that is not
Say
good.
no more than we know, then, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, in what world is he higher than LeBron and Rudy Gobert?
Marcus Smart said, "I defend all 5 positions. I can defend all 5 positions." He's done it.
Giannis does it too.
Giannis don't. Giannis stays away from certain guys.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he do.
He doesn't shy away.
It-
And I watched it today because he went out there. He went out there.
and what
Luka.
happened?
He hit 1 3, and ESPN blew it up like he was killing Giannis all game.
Right.
He hit 1 3 on
1-3.
Giannis.
1-3. And that's because Giannis is not afraid. Giannis would be a poster. Everybody else, listen, we saw today, what's the name, grabbed him hard to do with the horns in his hair.
Reggie Bullock.
Dude, he grabbed him so hard because he didn't want to be a poster.
Yeah, Giannis was in the poster.
Yeah.
Giannis will take a poster. If
Dude,
you
yeah.
dunk on Giannis, as long as Giannis can show that he's playing some type of defense, he don't care about that. Giannis been on plenty posters.
Because he got dunked on.
He got dunked on by Anthony Davis. He's got
No,
dunked
he got
on by
dunked
Jay
on by
Tatum.
somebody this game and then came right back on and dunked on them.
Yeah, Giannis get dunked on by scrubs. He
Yeah,
don't
I know.
care.
Yeah,
'Cause
Giannis
he-
don't care.
he-
That's one thing I love and hate about Giannis. Like Giannis will, even though it's clear, Giannis, do not track him down, try to block his shot. He will still go after it.
But I like that about him, though.
I don't like that because that's how you get hurt.
No,
That's how you get hurt, and that's how you get the like when Chris
that's how
Middleton
you know the people you love this game, man.
Chris Middleton. That's how he got put out because he went after a guy. He should have let that go.
But Chris Middleton's not a shot blocker.
That's
like
true
Giannis.
too. I give you that. But my vote goes to Marcus Smart.
Well, he can have your vote.
Yeah.
Giannis got mine.
Giannis got mine too.
Okay, now
You're
before
crazy.
we discuss this MVP, let's talk about these categories again. Not these categories, but these criteria.
I already got mine. You didn't need to talk
What
about
is your criteria for
It doesn't
MVP?
matter.
What do you
It
mean
doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
matter?
It doesn't matter what my criteria is because my MVP should be unanimous, but I'm going to be objective and tell you who's going to win it.
I know. I don't want you to say who's going to win. I want you to know who's your vote.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I
Why?
butchered that. Giannis. Well, first of all,
Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
Here's why. Giannis, when he doesn't play, let me start over. When the starters don't play, the Bucks are bad. When Giannis
supposed to
doesn't
happen.
play, the Bucks are really bad this season. Really bad. Giannis makes
that-
the
real quick.
whole team play better when he's
Let
on
me
the
ask you a
court.
question. Is that more towards how bad the team is, or just how good he is?
Actually, I don't think the team is bad because I'm fine that none of our starters played and we scored 120 points with no namers. I'm fine with that. Insert Middleton, you got your 20 on Tuesday, maybe 11 on Friday. Insert Holiday, insert Giannis. You good. You got those points that's been missing.
So, but as far as MVP, you still because you said you looking at this as how good or how bad the team is after,
Giannis
or
is
when you're not there.
Giannis is averaging a double-double, almost a triple-double. Giannis plays both ends of the court, okay? Giannis is getting points in the paint. He's getting points from the three-point line. Hold on. I'm
go
giving
ahead.
you the rundown. His free throw shooting has improved tremendously. He used to airball free throws. I haven't seen him airball a free throw in a long time. Granted, I don't watch every single game. Denver, although Joker is probably leading, Denver's number 7. Milwaukee has been between 1 and 4 all season long. Okay, Joker has not been able to move the needle for Denver.
I'm like
West-
Nick Wright.
What?
That's a fake MVP over there.
That's listen. I don't know about that.
The real MVP is Giannis, and everybody need to get on the boat.
So let me. I just want to break this down real quick because I sent y'all something, but I just want to go over this real quick. Joker,
I saw that.
27, 14, and 8, 58% shooting.
Number 7 in the Western Conference.
First 25, 13, and 6 season ever. Only player in top 10 in points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game. Lowest USG percentage among candidates. That means usage. I forgot what this stands for. It stands for use. It's pretty much how much the player is used. And then he's done all this, even though they're the number 7 spot, without Murray and
Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
Giannis, 30, 12, and 6, 55% shooting. Top 3 scorer, top 3 defensive player of the year. Lowest minutes per game among candidates and leads in 30 and 10 games.
That alone right there, lowest minutes. He's not even playing as often as Joker.
Yeah. I mean, but this is the thing. It's a lot more on Joker's shoulders than it is Giannis. Would you say that? Because
fair.
if we take away Middleton, we take away Holiday, is the Bucks in the 7th spot? Are they still that top 4 seed?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot more going on here with Joker than it is Giannis.
If today we all drunk and hungover with all these,
I think I might change the title to if
we
was
all
a fifth.
drunk today. Then
Um,
I don't have a problem with Joker winning it, but Giannis is most valuable to his team.
Is he more valuable than Joker to his team? Because let's say you take away Joker, because they already missing Murray and Porter Jr.
And
They already missing those guys.
Some would say Porter Jr.'s value isn't that great to that team.
That's true
anyway.
too. But
they picked up Gordon.
But Gordon's not averaging 20 points a game.
He contributing like 17.
He's like
15.
17. He's like 16, 17 a game.
Okay, so but my thing is, you take away Joker from Denver, play in, or like Dre would say, lottery.
Take Giannis
from the Bucks.
They're 7th seed.
No.
Heck no.
No, what I'm saying is this. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying in the condition that the team is now, you get Holiday, we have Middleton. Where do you think we stand?
We in the play-in tournament right
If
now.
Giannis,
we in the same position Brooklyn in right now.
If Giannis didn't play today, we would have scored 70 points with Middleton and Holiday. We would have scored 70 points.
Okay, so you saying play-in tournament. So I'm saying, where you saying with the Bucks? Just for Middleton and Holiday.
Giannis is the most consistent thing moving for the Bucks. Without his consistency, there's nothing the Bucks got.
So you can make the same argument for Denver, and they don't have anybody but Joker.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I think
you telling me the only person on that roster is Joker?
Name 3. Name 3.
Eric Gordon, Monty Morris.
Monty who?
Will Barton.
Will who?
No, Will Barton is a Will Barton.
Only thing slapping this week is Will Smith. What you talking about? Really? Will Barton?
We do not condone the use of violence in any area of life.
But we do condone a nigga getting no slang. I'm just joking. We don't condone that either. But what I'm saying is, it's more, like I said before, it's more on his shoulder than it is Giannis. Giannis has 2.
You can call it what you want. Giannis is the MVP to me.
All right, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
I like that you can be objective here, because to me, it really should have been Embiid. It really should have been Embiid, but these last couple games, he has shown that he cannot carry a team, and that hurts him.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts him.
That does hurt him.
Giannis, the Bucks are having the better season of the 3. Denver does have a great lineup. They even have our former player in Brian Forbes. They got Jeff Green. They got Marcus Howard.
None of these guys you're talking about is making an impact.
They have Austin Rivers. I'm not saying that, but if you look at the roster, some might say Denver's team, their bench is better than the Bucks bench.
Valid.
Some would say that.
Someone say that. I don't think we have a great bench, but I guess my thing about this, like Luka. Chemistry's big. But Luka, the thing about like say Luka, Dallas ain't got nobody. It's just Luka over there. We all know that. Mm-hmm. And by the way, they're in top 5 now, which is crazy. But my thing is,
Dallas has a lot. We saw it today. Dallas has a team.
They have a team that's been there for a while, so they have a lot of chemistry. But that team lives and dies on Luka.
Oh, just like, and you don't think the Bucks live and die on Giannis?
I'm saying that Giannis has 2 superstar guys next to him.
Superstars, they're all stars.
Fine. Fine,
One's an
all-star.
all-star. Holiday's not technically an all-star in my book.
Okay, would you say Milwaukee has a big three?
Yes.
Not like
Does Denver have a big three?
No.
Does Dallas have a big three?
No.
So, but with that being said,
if you consider
it's
Spencer
more-
Dinwiddie, he's a big three with his contract.
who?
Spencer.
He put up 15 on us in the first half.
I'm just gonna move on from
Reggie
that.
Bullock had 27.
Well, they played the Bucks. They had some good games. I mean, what do you want me to say?
So I'm okay with Joker, but my pick is Giannis because Giannis has, and Joker is consistent. Like you can't take that away from Joker. Joker probably will win it and be the first back-to-back MVP center, or big man. And so, but I'm picking Giannis.
Giannis don't win, we got a problem.
He ain't gonna win, but I'm picking.
I mean, I just wanted to play devil's advocate for a minute, but I'm picking Giannis too. To be honest with you, I think when
I
he
know you
steps
are.
up, when he comes to big games, I think Giannis always steps up. Like when they play Philly, when they play Brooklyn, those were two games where I don't only want to beat you, I want to send a message to you that I'm prepared to not only win MVP, but I'm here to take you out, and I'm winning a championship. And so that for me was like, okay, this guy, and he's done it all season. When they when Giannis missed games, he missed games versus people he don't really, whatever. Like the
So-
Clippers,
I
whatever.
couldn't believe KD was trying to guard him though all game.
That too.
He said, "I'm gonna check Giannis all game,"
Yeah, and go ahead. I'm
and
sorry.
we
No.
see how that went.
Yeah, he don't play defense. And my like you said,
He looked
as far-
actually looked winded.
Giannis plays both ends of the court. He goes hard all the time. So, and then when it comes to these games, that's what it reminded me of LeBron, of a prime LeBron. Like LeBron was like, okay, this is what we need to do to win. I'm not really worried. I'm worried about the regular season, but I'm not too worried about the
Yeah.
regular season.
Milwaukee, we got something special in Giannis. Y'all better appreciate him while we got it. Because Giannis is a once-in-a-lifetime player. Name me one player that has drafted so low that people didn't expect to become a superstar in recent memory. Give me one.
I mean, I guess the only person you can really say that is Joker.
Is who?
Who?
Joker.
No, they drafted Joker
He
based
wasn't-
off his height and his potential. You better look at Joker's overseas numbers.
Yeah,
They
but
knew Joker was going to
No,
be
but
a
I'm-
stud in the NBA.
they didn't know he was going to be the kind of guy to
I'll
win
tell you the
MVP.
last
He was
one
an
I-
MVP caliber kind of guy.
I'll tell you the last one I
I'll give you
remember.
that.
Dirk Nowitzki.
I'll give you that.
Dirk.
Dirk was another guy
Nobody
like that.
knew Dirk was going to be what Dirk was,
And
because the Bucks had him first.
And that's why our draft made sense because I wouldn't have did it, but Tractor Trailer coming out of college had better numbers than Dirk.
He did.
He was
That-
being built
and-
as the next Shaq.
And as much as we say, man, we could have had Dirk, we didn't know
We
he
didn't
was gonna he was going to
We
turn out
know.
like he did.
And so I say that about Giannis. Giannis is a once in a lifetime player.
Yeah, I mean, he has next. I mean, as far as like people giving him the best player in the league right now.
Oh yeah.
But I think if you turn the Lakers record around, they'd be like, oh well, he's good, but LeBron is still
Yeah,
doing his
LeBron.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where he's got next.
Mhm.
Real quick, scoring title.
It sounds like LeBron might get disqualified.
So I think LeBron's gonna get disqualified.
disqualified. Yep.
But so it's gonna come down to
Yep.
Giannis and
I think he did it on purpose.
look, I'm not gonna go there because
No,
that's another
it's
30
5:45.
minutes, and it's
He got
5:45. We've
he
been here for an hour and a
disqualified
half.
himself on purpose because he already knew their season was over with.
Since they can't make the playoffs, he don't
Yeah.
want none of it. Huh?
He don't want none of it.
I'm not mad at it.
I ain't mad at that, but
I think Giannis is gonna win Player of the Year. I mean, the scoring title too.
it depends. Giannis didn't play yesterday. He didn't play Friday.
No, but he doesn't have because think about LeBron. You have to play 58 or 50 something amount of games,
Yep.
and he'll be just under that.
So Giannis is
Giannis
right
is
now, as
already
of
past
today,
that.
he's at 30.11, and Embiid is at 29.98.
So I
So
think
it's
he'll
gonna
win.
this whole week. So if you see Giannis going G, give up the ball. Give up the
Oh,
ball.
that's why he was asking for the ball so much today.
Man, listen, wouldn't you want it? Wouldn't you want it?
Did he have 30 tonight?
I think he
I don't
did
think
have 30.
he got 30 today.
He didn't
I
get
don't think
30?
He got 30 today. Bucks got it was not a good game.
It
I'm
was
not
not
gonna lie.
competitive. It just didn't seem like a lot of energy on the Bucks side.
I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
telling
It
you,
seemed
a
like they
lot of that
Middleton
energy went
looked
towards that
winded.
Brooklyn and Philly
It was
game.
just like they was going through the motions. Like they really didn't even put on the show like they could have.
Bucks, Giannis had 28 and 10. He had a double-double. Middleton had 11 points and 9 assists. Brooke had 14. Holiday had 20-9. So I mean, but again, our bench. I mean, Bobby Portis had 17-8. Grayson had 8-3. Wes Matthews had 2. Connaughton had 12. George Hill had 0.
That's where the problem was today. They was not hitting no shots. Giannis
None.
was getting them the ball. They was just
None.
not hitting nothing.
And we only lost by 6. But the Bucks, you can't be losing games going into the playoffs because Dallas is a competitive team.
Luka better look out for who he got to battle in the West.
Oh yeah,
Then worry about.
I
the
want him to
Milwaukee
lose so bad. Like Luka today turned me against. I want Luka's the player I want to boo.
Come on, man, because he cried.
He
Bucks.
cried.
He cried
It
from
was
the tip,
bad.
from
LeBron
the
It was
tip.
bad.
From the tip,
It was
like as
bad.
soon as he got bumped off the tip, he was.
It was
Can I
bad.
get a call? Can I get a call?
Every
No, play ball.
Every play, it slowed up the game.
He's European. He's European. But it's been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brothers for joining me.
Joining you.
For joining.
Joining you.
No.
I'd like to thank
No.
my-
Let
I'd like to
me
thank my
let me bring it back.
I'd like to
Let me thank my brothers
sharing.
for co-hosting with me. Is that what you want to hear? So I'd like to thank Stephen B. and Keezy for co-hosting with me.
This has
You
been
can-
another good episode.
This has been another fulfilling, good episode. You can catch us on all streaming services. You can also catch us on all social media platforms except for TikTok because we're adults. And you may not agree with us.
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
It's agree with us.
Oh, you agree with us? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
Peace, good people.